Who could have imagined that a simple milk carton would become the greatest prison-breaking weapon once it landed in Ray's hands? But the moment Ray tore the carton open, a thin, shiny plastic sheet slipped out. As soon as he got the chance, he carefully stuck that sheet over the password lock on the prison gate. When the guard typed in the password, his fingerprints were clearly imprinted on the sheet. Using the elimination method, Ray quickly figured out the correct password combination. But the real challenge was still ahead: how to reach the gate from the outside. Ray soaked toilet paper in water, rolled it into small pellets, and mixed toothpaste into them to create a sticky substance. Then he wrapped them inside a large sheet of paper, turning it into a strange sticky weapon. But to do all this, he had to stay out of the camera's view. Ray had already closely studied the guard's routine. Every time the guard locked him in his cell, he would go outside to smoke and kill time. During that period, the monitoring room stayed empty for 7 minutes. That was Ray's biggest opportunity. Ray knew that escaping prison required 3 things: complete knowledge of the guard's routines, a precise understanding of the prison's structure, a trustworthy partner on the outside. Ray had already mastered the first 2. He had also found a weak spot near the prison, a fire station attached directly to the prison wall. Ray also knew the location of the black cell. After setting everything in his mind, he put his plan into action. He deliberately attacked another inmate and injured him. Just as he expected, the guards punished him by throwing him into the black cell. When the guard came to deliver food, Ray secretly pushed a paper pellet into the small window lock, making it easy to open. The password was only 4 digits long, and Ray cracked it in seconds. The moment he got out of the black cell, he hacked the monitoring system and played footage that was 1 minute old so the guards wouldn't notice anything unusual. Then he located the ventilation pipeline connected to the fire station. While the guards were busy smoking, Ray crawled through the pipe and made his way outside. His partner was already waiting. She detonated a small car explosion, triggering the fire alarm. The guards checked the CCTV footage, but everything appeared normal. Meanwhile, Ray had already entered the fire station. He quickly stole a firefighter's uniform and hid under a fire truck. Taking advantage of the chaos, he traveled with the truck to the incident site and escaped cleanly in his partner's car. This was Ray's 14th prison break, revealing that he was no ordinary criminal. His real job was testing prison security systems. In reality, he was the owner of a security company. That's why he entered prisons as a fake inmate and escaped using his skills to prove whether a prison security system needed improvement. He had escaped so many prisons that people started saying this guy could break out of any jail. One day, CIA agents approached him and told him he would have to enter an extremely strict and secret prison whose name and location were classified. The mission was extremely dangerous, but Ray agreed because the offer of millions of dollars was worth it. Who knew money could really make a man do anything? Before sending him in, they gave him a new identity and a secret exit code he could use if something went wrong. They also implanted a tracking device in his body. Soon, the day arrived when he was supposed to get himself arrested. But suddenly, some people kidnapped him and gave him electric shocks. Before he could understand what was happening, they removed the tracking device from his hand and knocked him unconscious. When Ray opened his eyes, he found himself in a strange prison where every room was made of glass and cameras were everywhere. All prisoners were under 24-hour supervision. The prison was suspended in the air, making it impossible for anyone to dig their way out. Seeing this, Ray immediately realized he was in serious trouble. Trying to escape as quickly as possible, he spoke the secret code, but the jailer turned out to be a twisted-minded man. Without listening to anything, he locked Ray up again. It was later revealed that the jailer was working with one of Ray's enemies. Soon, Ray noticed that the guards were heavily armed and wore black masks. Their numbers were far greater than the prisoners, allowing them to beat or kill inmates whenever they wanted. There was also a terrifying torture room designed to punish prisoners, where blinding lights hit your eyes the moment you entered. The temperature inside was extremely high. Despite the pain, Ray endured it and carefully examined the entire room. That's when he noticed a nail attached to a steel plate on the floor. At that moment, an idea struck him. After returning to his cell, he began planning again. To escape, he needed someone's help. Just as he started making a name for himself, a man named Tyson approached him and offered friendship. There was a strange spark in Tyson's eyes. He directly asked, "What do you need?" Ray didn't hide anything and replied, I need a shiny iron sheet that can reflect light. If you get it for me, consider our friendship sealed. Tyson agreed. Ray then went straight to the jailer and started insulting him, provoking his anger. Enraged, the jailer sent Ray for water torture. During this time, Tyson cleverly removed the drain cover from the room. After enduring heavy punishment, Tyson handed the cover to Ray. Ray thought, wow, this guy is a real player. Impressed, Ray revealed his true identity and said, I'm a prison breaker. He also shared his analysis that the prison had a vertical structure, meaning it was built underground. While in the torture room, Ray had heard water flowing beneath the floor, indicating the presence of a pipeline that could be used as an escape route. After that, Tyson deliberately picked a fight with the prison gang known as the Marco Brothers. Meanwhile, Ray secretly hid a piece of bread in his palm. As planned, when chaos erupted in the prison, both of them were thrown into the torture room. Once inside, Ray immediately removed the drain cover and focused its reflection onto the nails. Due to the high temperature, the nails began melting and popped out one by one within seconds. Ray put a piece of bread in his mouth and signaled Tyson to distract the guard. As Tyson drew the guard's attention, Ray quickly stuck the wet bread onto the CCTV camera, blocking the footage. He then climbed down through the floor and entered the pipeline, moving forward. Unfortunately, he accidentally broke a wire, causing water to leak out. When Ray finally reached the top, the ground seemed to disappear beneath his feet. He realized the prison wasn't underground at all. It was located in the middle of the ocean on a massive ship, making escape nearly impossible. Water began flooding the prison, forcing the guards to release the prisoners from the torture room. Luckily, Ray managed to sneak back in time and avoid being seen. However, a new problem awaited him. The jailer found the nails left on the floor and immediately realized Ray had attempted an escape. He made a call, and it was revealed that the mastermind behind trapping Ray in this prison was none other than his business partner, Lester, who had betrayed him out of greed. The next day, dark clouds of torture loomed over Ray. Whenever he tried to sleep, guards woke him up and beat him repeatedly. Days passed like this, leaving Ray exhausted and barely conscious. Eventually, his condition worsened so much that the guards began taking him to the medical room daily. Covered in wounds, pain, and broken hopes, Ray still refused to give up. Even the doctor was shocked by his resilience. After some time, the torture stopped, and Ray began planning once again. Using mealtime as an excuse, he secretly started building a direction-detecting device under the table. During this time, he teamed up with Marco, forming a trio. Together, they created a rapid-fire plan. According to the plan, Marco lied to the jailer, saying he had secret information that needed to be delivered on the deck. The jailer allowed it. Once on the deck, Marco began taking measurements with the direction detector. But that wasn't enough for Ray. He noticed that when the toilet flushed, the water rotated counterclockwise. After analyzing all the data, Ray concluded they were in the northern hemisphere. He then asked a newly arrived prisoner and learned it was November. Considering his body temperature and the climate, Ray estimated they were near the Moroccan coast. After immense effort, they finally pinpointed the exact location. But even with the location known, escaping was still impossible. That's when Tyson said, "If we can somehow send a message to my men outside, no one can stop us from getting out." Hearing this, Ray realized the prison doctor might help. They made a plan where Tyson deliberately attacked Ray, allowing him to be taken to the doctor. Over several days, Ray pretended to be sick and visited the doctor repeatedly. Unable to watch Ray suffer anymore, the doctor agreed to help. It was revealed that the doctor himself was serving a life sentence. In exchange for promising to reunite him with his family, the doctor secretly delivered Ray's message to Tyson's men's. Everything was set. One night, the jailer noticed Ray tapping on the wall. It was Morse code. When the jailer decoded it, the message read that a riot would break out in C Block the next morning. Terrified, the jailer tripled security in C Block, unaware that this was Ray's masterstroke. The real riot was planned in their own block, now guarded by only 2 officers. The next morning, 2 gangs clashed violently. Taking advantage of the chaos, Ray, Tyson, and Marco escaped. While fleeing, Ray deliberately appeared in front of the camera to mock the jailer. Enraged, the jailer ordered all gates to be shut. The trio climbed toward the roof through pipelines, but an electronic gate blocked their path. The only way to open it was to shut down the entire prison's power, a move that could get them all caught. Meanwhile, the jailer tracked their location using motion detectors and sent all guards after them. During the chase, Marco was shot. Realizing he wouldn't survive, he told the others to escape while he stayed behind to hold the guards off. Ray somehow reached the power room and shut down the entire ship. As soon as the gate opened, Tyson ran to the deck, where a helicopter had already arrived. But Tyson couldn't leave Ray behind. He grabbed a machine gun and started firing at the approaching guards. On the other side, Ray hid inside a water tank, making him hard to find. The jailer ordered the ship to restart, causing the tank to flush automatically, throwing Ray into the ocean. Shocked by Ray's intelligence, the jailer panicked. At that moment, Tyson threw a gun toward Ray. Ray caught it instantly and fired a few shots, blowing up oil drums behind the jailer. The explosion killed him on the spot. Everything finally went silent. Ray and Tyson reached the African coast. Suddenly, a car approached, and a woman stepped out. It was Jessica, the same woman who had offered Ray this mission. That's when Ray understood everything. The entire plan had been created by Tyson's daughter. Jessica had sent Ray into the prison to save her father and used Ray's intelligence to get him out. In the end, a gentle smile appeared on Ray's face, and through struggle, courage, and determination, they were finally reunited with their families. This reunion marked the end of this beautiful film. So friends, we hope you enjoyed this movie filled with hard work and hope. If you've watched this movie, let us know how you felt about it, and don't forget to write the movie's name in the comments. If you liked it, please check out the videos below, like the video, and subscribe to the channel so you can enjoy more movies like this.